Hey, what's going on, people? We are Rickie, Melvin and Charlie from Kiss Breakfast.
And you are watching Love That TV.
Yeah.
You thought it was over?
For me personally, the trick is to sleep any chance you get. I sleep in the cinema, on the train, on the tube. Just get as many power naps as you possibly can, and that keeps it ticking over.
See, mine is not to sleep. We're total opposites, because if I sit down anywhere, I'm a goner. So I have to stay upright. Like, literally, you sleep in the day, don't you, sometimes?
Mine, I have to have a power nap. Sometimes you don't really get the chance to in the week, but as soon as I'm same with Rickie, if I get the moment to sleep, then I do. But I don't really do it in the cinema because I don't like to.
It's not on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't do it on purpose.
Just because you're tired.
I don't choose to. I just fall asleep, and it works for me. I think with regards to games and stuff, our producer normally comes up with an idea and then throws it at us, and then it kind of like, it grows organically, doesn't it? It kind of like, it grows the longer it goes on. It might even evolve quite a bit as well. Yeah. But talking points just come from like her brain, his brain, my brain. Like,
we don't discuss them either, do we? Before they go on air, so like it's fresh to everyone.
It's just normally something that's happened to you like within the last week or so, or the last 24 hours, like a personal experience. It might be something you've seen in the paper or on the internet, whatever it might be. If it's made you laugh or it's made you kind of go, that's interesting, you can bring it to the show and share it with everybody else.
We all mess up about the same amount, but when I mess up, then these guys go to town is what happens, which is why it feels like it's me more.
No, do you know what it is? I think we all mess up like equal measure, but I think when Melvin messes up, his recovery isn't that great. Whereas myself and Charlie will get out of it quick. Whereas Melvin, when he messes up, he crashes and burns like big time.
He said a naughty word on air once, which I don't think we can say it, but he said a naughty swear word by accident and repeated it about 4 times because he panicked so much. Normal people would say it once and then just shut up.
Are we allowed to say what happened?
Are we allowed to say the same? I'm not saying it, you said.
Okay, so basically, I was doing like a read and I couldn't say the actress's name, Sandra Bullock, so I said Sandra Bollock. Because I realised I said it wrong, I just kept trying to correct myself. And I kept
so we're like this, and there's a new film out of Sandra Bollocks. I'm so sorry, Sandra Bollocks.
Said it about 4 times.
I was like, just stop saying it. You clearly can't say it, just stop.
Rickie made me like UK Garage. I didn't even like it when I went to uni.
No, you didn't.
And because of that's all they played in half the clubs at Luton, that's what I got into. And then Rickie used to give me like mixtapes from like Cookies and Cream and stuff. And I was like, actually, this isn't too bad. So then I was always into hip hop. I used to freestyle to hip hop back then. And then he was like, let's try a bit of Garage MC. Oh my days.
Alright, let's see what I got.
Do you want to do a bit of whatever that is?
Alright. Hold on, what's one of my favourites from Bricks? This is going back about, what, 10 years?
This is old school,
10, 12 years or so?
Yeah, go on, bring out a favourite.
Alright. Step into the club, I go straight to the bar. Ask them for a shot of tequila. Down it like I'm a drunken master. Step up to the dance floor. Move over.
Oh, God. Pick up the pace, no time to waste. Do what you do with the style and the grace. You feel the vibe, well, here's just a taste. Shake it fast and then move your waist. Here's a glass smile on your face, champagne playboy, I'm here to embrace. Bring your lips a kiss and I'll chase. When I'm on the mic, gotta make space.
Yeah! Come on, Mel. That's a very good question. I think if I didn't go into like the kind of media route, the kind of presenting thing, I think I was destined to do sports. I love sports to this very day. I watch like the most amount of sports. I'm into football and everything basically, Formula 1, tennis, athletics, whatever it might be. So I think I would have been like a PE teacher or a gym instructor or something very sporty, I think.
Okay.
I don't actually know. Like, I know it sounds really stupid, but from as little as I remember, I just wanted to work in radio and there wasn't another option, which might sound ridiculous, but I just wouldn't let it be another option. So, yeah, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'm grateful that I'm here.
I'd be a porn star.
As the dildo.
Oh, no. Oh, that's bad.
Because I ain't complaining.
as a show, I think hands down, we won the Sony Gold Award, like, which is the biggest thing you can win in radio. It's like winning like an Oscar in radios. It's like the highest accolade that you can get, and we beat people like, you know, at the time Chris Moyles. We beat, you know, like all the flagship shows that you hear.
Shows, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. It's like the biggest award that you can win,
Yeah.
and we were lucky enough to win it. I thought we'd get close a couple of times, but I wasn't sure if I thought we'd actually win it. I wanted to badly. So when we won it, it was one of the best feelings ever.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think also when we first started on Breakfast and the figures went up on the show, because I think people, we were on Breakfast and people were just like, these guys are going to be here for about a week. They'll be gone after that. But then I think we started getting like loads of press off the back of it, and people kind of took notice.
That was probably as big, to be fair, because it was almost like a trial run. They put us on the radio, but it was like, we'll give you the summer to see how you guys do. And then obviously off the back of that, we added like, all of us added like 100,000 listeners to the last set of figures. So that was massive.
I don't think anyone expected it to do that well.
No.
Like realistically, it was a little bit, you know, there isn't, even now, there's no show that has a mixture like us three.
Yeah.
I think that's all sorts, colour and everything.
We tick all the boxes.
Tick.
Me personally, I think maybe it's got to be meeting Melvin, because if I didn't meet Melvin, then this journey wouldn't have started in the first place. So being at Luton University, meeting Melvin, I wouldn't have got to meet Charles and be on the show with Charlie. So that was the turning point for me.
Mine's similar to Rickie's, but it was when we actually got the show here on Kiss, because I think we had kind of got to a point in our lives where we was losing hope, and we thought we're never going to become presenters. Like our parents were both like saying, go out and get a proper job, and do you know what I mean, and try and earn some money, because we're both living at our mum's houses and you know, borrowing off of them and eating them at our house and home. And I think when we got the show, that's when we had like our first official job as presenters.
Yeah.
Because we were always doing stuff ourselves. We set up our own company, Meant to Excel, and we were doing like club nights and interviewing people there and doing like loads of shows behind the scenes. But like in terms of a real job that you was getting paid money for, Kiss was the first one. So I think that was like a big turning point for me. And it was like a job that we were really proud of as well.
Mine's probably my track. It's called Best Night of My Life. I've been like working my bits off, DJing and obviously radio stuff, and I've got my first track out and a few more lined up.
Thanks for the mugs, Love That magazine.
Thanks!
Gonna keep this.
Biscuits.
And the biscuits too. All right.
Sponsored by Foxes.